Hello! Welcome to Super Pinball Behind the Mask for the Super Nintendo. Now, depending on who you ask, you'll get varying opinions on how good is this game actually. Quickly, let me show you here. You have competition. You can have up to 4 different players alternate playing pinball. However, how many players you choose, you need to have that many controllers. Then there's Conquest. I'll admit, I haven't tried Conquest out yet, but you have to play, I believe, all 3 of the tables, and there's actually a way you can beat it. And then I have no idea why there's an exit option. You know what, let's hit it. What does exit do? It literally just takes you back to here. So that's pointless. But you know what? Since it's just me, let's hit competition 1 player. There are 3 tables to choose from: Jolly Joker, Blackbeard and Iron Man, and Wizard. I'm going to go in order, so I'm going to start with Jolly Joker. Now, the reason opinion varies on how good of a game this is because, oh, well, first of all, there's that creepy face. All 3 tables have a creepy face above them that it pans to. But the ball physics are good. The game plays very well. But the reason opinion varies is because the tables are small and basic. There's nothing really that exciting or adventurous, and quite a few other pinball video games existed at the time that did so much more with the video game pinball genre. And that's something that I need to point out. As we got more and more pinball video games through the years, it became clear that there are 2 different approaches to making a pinball video game. One of them is like this, trying to make as realistic an experience as possible. And I think they did a solid job with this. The graphics are pretty good, the music and the audio is pretty good. Nothing that's truly groundbreaking, but you know, this is a very good way to play video game pinball, especially in, I believe, 94 is when this game came out. Could be wrong on the exact year, but definitely in the 90s, the earlier part of the 90s. But the other approach to making video game pinball is making it, how do I say this? Well, just making it very different from real-life pinball, from realistic pinball. Think Kirby's Pinball Land, or Revenge of the Gator, or even, you know, Nintendo Pinball. Doing things in the video game that you can't do in real-life pinball, and just leaning into the differences from real-life pinball. That's the other approach. And honestly, those are the kind of pinball games I prefer, but I still enjoy playing these, the realistic kinds as well. Right now, I'm trying to shoot it up that certain pathway. You see that flashing arrow there? The pathway, not all the way on the left, but second one from the left. But I keep missing it. There are 7 arrows, and each time it goes up or down that path. Oh, I missed! It almost went up the path. But each time it goes up or down that path, the arrow will progress 1. Yeah, every time you lose a ball, you have to come up and see the creepy person's face. In this case, it's the Joker, because that's the... So this is called Skill Shot here, and you just have to... if you're able to stop the moving light in the very middle skull, you get 3 million points. Alright, I sent it up that path, and now it's up in those bumpers there, which is a good way to get some points. But now I want to try to get it up that path 7 times, and I haven't gotten really good at figuring out this shot yet. I only, well, I've had this game for a little while, but I've kind of got a big backlog, so I haven't gotten to it until recently. So I'm still figuring out the game myself. I shot it up the wrong path. But yeah, I'm trying to, you know, figure out specific objectives and what all each table has to offer. There we go, I made it up the path. But, honestly, I mainly just play to get high scores and get points. I know that I need to play the specific objectives. There we go, it got up the path again. And as you can see, it can go up that path with either flipper. So it doesn't have to be on the right side. Oh, there we go, we got it again. I didn't know if it would make it all the way up. All right, I believe just one more time. Yes! I have to admit, I don't know what happened. It reset. I don't know, did I get a lot of points? I'll have to check in the background. Oh my goodness. I don't know if my microphone is picking that up, but my cats are play fighting. Oh, I lost the ball. My cats are play fighting, and one of them is making this really weird noise. Whenever we would first hear him make it, we thought that he was in distress, but no, that's just his trash talk. He's talking trash to the other cat right now, trying to entice him to come over and scrap. So that pink flashing circle near the bottom, that's just an indicator that if you lose your ball while that pink circle is flashing, then you get to replay your ball. And that's just a convenience, like if you lose your ball very shortly after you first launch it. And I think a lot of pinball games and a lot of tables in real life, I think, do that. At least some. Maybe not the majority, I don't know. I actually don't know nearly as much about real life pinball. There are a few bars and arcades in the area that I like to go to, and I'll, you know, spend a few coins, a few tokens, playing some pinball, but I've never really actually been good. Pinball is something I've always enjoyed, but never seriously learned strategy. Of course, if I had to pick between video game pinball and real life pinball, I do think, oh yeah, sometimes you get this red and black monochrome screen that shows the Joker's face really creepy, only to tell you that you're getting a multi-ball. So he creeps you out, but then he gives you an extra ball. Oh, and I got a 2 times bonus, so that's really nice. I played this last night, and I already forget what my highest score on any of these tables was. I might have made it, I want to say I made it to 43 million, but I could be wrong. I don't know. This game does not have a save battery or any sort of mechanism for saving, so if you want to preserve your high scores, back in the day you'd have to just write your score down and hope that people believed you. Oh, I lost it. Nowadays you can take a picture of it, or, you know, since I'm filming, oh, at least I broke 40 million. Since I'm recording this, it'll just be here. So I broke 40 million. Alright, let's do this. Let's go to Blackbeard and Iron Men. So this table is like pirate ship themed. Honestly, one of my complaints about the game, oh, look at those guys. But yeah, one of my complaints about this game are the load times. They're not that bad, but the fact I'm playing on a cartridge. I'm not playing on a CD or DVD based system. You know, I expect load time for those. Oh, speaking of disc games with load times, oh no, did I already lose the ball? That's frustrating when you lose the ball just after the time window for when you can reshoot goes away. But yeah, the frustrating thing, I've got some pro pinball games for the PS1. There we go. Only 2 million? In the past I got 3 million for that skill shot. Oh well. If I game over quickly, I'm gonna do this table again. Oh yeah, I need to put a flashing light warning on the title of this video and at the in the description and stuff, because I forgot there are a lot of very quick flashing lights. I wonder how the VCR will pick that up though, because in Final Fantasy it was very weird about the oh, I lost the ball again. But in Final Fantasy it was really weird about the damaged tiles in like Gurgu Volcano and the Ice Cave. So I wonder how these flashing lights will show up. But yeah, I'll have a flashing light warning. I don't even know if these flashing lights are that bad, or like I said, how they will show up in the final video, but it's better to be safe than sorry. What was I talking about? I often forget what I was talking. Oh, PS1 pinball games. Yeah, there are 4 PS1 pinball games that only have 1 table each on them, but it's a part of the Pro Pinball series. I think they're also available on PC. Oh, now we get to see Blackbeard's creepy face, just for him to give us a multi-ball. It's a little weird, it's a little random, but you know, it's fine. It has charm. But yeah, the PS1 Pro Pinball games, it takes like, I kid you not, I think it takes at least 30 seconds for them to load, like when you put the disc in. Once it loads, it's good to go. And like the graphics are pretty fantastic, and those are another set of realistic pinball games, kind of like this one. Yeah, we're gonna do this table again. I game overed pretty quickly, but those are good games. I'll include those on my channel. Maybe my next pinball video will be the Pro Pinball games. I don't know. I've got a few others that I want to play. We'll see. Alright, we're going to do Blackbeard and Iron Man again. I want to try this table one more time. But yeah, I like pinball. I like pinball video games. Let's see if I can get this skill shot the first try. Oh! That's okay. Alright, I think I need to get better at, like, stopping the ball. But sometimes it rolls down too fast that it goes over. But I think I can still get a more controlled shot, even if it doesn't let me completely stop it. There we go, now that lets me stop it. Let's see if I can shoot it up that path on the right. There we go, that's exactly where I wanted to put it. Good. Oh, man. Get ready. It's, man, old video games with their very low quality. Oh man, I miss it. It's surprisingly difficult to get the middle skull and get the maximum amount of points for that. But yeah, sound bites of actual voices in really old games, like NES and Super Nintendo. I have Michael Jordan Chaos in the Windy City for Super Nintendo, which is a much better game than reviews online would have you believe. Man, is this table harder or is it just me? But yeah, that one, it's got a couple little sound bites of Michael Jordan's voice, or what sounds like Michael Jordan's voice. I assume they actually got him to voice act it. Or maybe they just took a couple sound bites of him that already existed. I don't know. But then I also have Three Stooges for the NES. That's one I need to play on this channel. I'll finally be free to do other NES games after I finish Final Fantasy. Just one last video. Gotta beat Chaos. For any game that has a save battery, I try not to take it in and out of the NES. Oh, man. I try to not take it out of the NES often, because with my Zelda game cartridge, I've lost my game file multiple times, even after replacing the battery. I might have to double check that and see if I actually did a good job with the battery change or not. Alright, we're going to try Blackbeard and Iron Man one more time. And Oh, whatever happens here, we'll just move on to the next table.
Get ready.
A couple other pinball games I have for the PS2. These weren't only released on PS2, they were released on several other platforms as well. But Hall of Fame, there's the Williams collection, and I forget the name of the other collection, but there are two different collections, and I think that each of them actually has like 8 or 9 pinball tables on them. I don't know, I could be wrong. I only kind of recently got those. I haven't tried them out yet. One of the nice thing about collecting pinball games is that the majority of them are not expensive. The majority of them are quite cheap. Not everyone enjoys playing video game pinball or thinks to at least collect those games. So they're not really that rare to find. Even on eBay, they're not terribly expensive. I mean, some are a little more than others, but the only one that I can really think off the top of my head that's really pricey is the Metroid Prime pinball for DS. That one is quite desirable. It'd be nice if that one could be re-released. Oh, there we go. I'd never had that before. I'll get back to talking about this table. Blackbeard's Treasure. So yeah, there are just different places the ball can go and you get different amounts of points. And you'll see the location name pop up there. You'll see, I lost the ball. You'll notice sometimes I was spelling out a word. All the tables have an option where you can spell out a word, and when you launch the ball into a certain place, it'll give you a letter, and once you've done that enough times, it fully spells out the word. There we go. 2 million points. When it spells out the word, you get a good reward. Sometimes it's multi-ball. That's what it is whenever I've gotten it before. I didn't quite make it up that slide. Alright. There we go. I'm doing a little better on this playthrough of this table, finally. Well, I spoke too soon.
Get ready.
Alright, here we go. Final shot. At least I got another skill shot. 3 million. Alright, 2 paths on the right are flashing. Oh, I almost lost the ball again. Oh, man. One thing that's always frustrated me about pinball are the side paths that the ball can fall out from, and there's nothing you can do about it. I know some tables have little kickback, is that what it's called? Kickback thingies that will knock the ball out of those pockets back into play. But still, I just kind of wish they didn't exist. But that's part of the challenge of pinball, I guess. That's just me complaining. Alright, let's do the last table, Wizard. I think, from what I've read and seen online, this is usually people's favorite table of the 3. You serious? I lost the ball right after the pink circle stopped flashing. I don't know if there's a way to get an extra ball. If there is, it's probably very difficult, and it probably requires either a lot of points or doing a lot of specific stuff. This game got a sequel. It's Japanese only, and it's for Super Famicom. I forget what it's called at the moment. I'll search it when I get a moment. But yeah, it got a sequel, and apparently the sequel's really good. Yeah, okay, so if I launch it up where I just launched it, in between those two pillars, it'll spell out a word. So I'm trying to get 6 letters, because that's how many letters is in the word wizard. I've got 2 of them so far. No, don't fall down. I keep forgetting you can tilt, though X and B buttons tilt. So I guess I need to learn how to make use of those if the ball looks like it's going to fall out. I think it was about to fall down the middle and I tilted it there. Okay, got Z. A. R. Just need one more letter. Also, one nice thing, specifically about the letter thing, and I think it's like this on all the tables, if you lose a ball and it goes to your... there we go, I spelled it out. But if you lose a ball, it still spells the word out. It doesn't reset to the next ball. Alright, so I got multi-ball as a reward for spelling the word wizard.
Jackpot.
Jackpot? 20 million 3 times? Holy moly. I've never gotten a jackpot before playing this. I don't even know how I did that. Oh, I lost one of them. But I don't know how I got a jackpot. I think another slight complaint I have about this game is that it's hard to read some of the text. Maybe I'm just sitting too close to my TV right now and I need to be farther away. But I have it in a nice CRT video, a nice CRT TV hooked up through S-Video. So like, it's actually sharper than it would have been on older, back in the day when people played it, because the vast majority of people with a Super Nintendo probably didn't hook it up with S-Video. I'm sure some rich people did, but like, no, everyone was most people were using RF, and some people were probably using the composite yellow. Oh, it already spelled the word out again. That's nice. Like I said, it carries over from the last ball. But yeah, most people probably hooked it up with the yellow composite wire and the white and red audio wires. But yeah, if you've got a Super Nintendo and you want to improve your video quality, I recommend using S-Video. You can also mod it to output even better resolutions. Like, there are ways to get component and RGB signal out of it, but I'm not worried about taking it that far. Oh, I lost one of the multi-balls. I feel like it actually tells me, you know, some of the objectives on screen, but they go away so quickly that I can't read them. So yeah, it's definitely not the perfect pinball game, but it is very good. Some people have criticized its lack of variety and its lack of imagination and creativity compared to other pinball games, and I get where they're coming from, but I like it. It plays well, and I think the tables are good and interesting enough. I think this one's my favorite. Oh, I game overed. Oh, I almost got to 50 million. Oh, let's see if I get 50 million. Oh, okay. So what happens is you gotta click, I think the A button or any button maybe, to get through. And because the load times frustrate me, I often just click through real quickly, but I glossed over my high score. Thankfully, I did record this so I can, you know, freeze frame when editing the video, and I can, you know, see exactly what my score was and write that down. But I need to make a oh, I got so close. I need to make a habit of not doing that. Okay. But I do know I broke 50 million. I just gotta make it up that ramp a couple more times. I don't know exactly what limbo means, but whatever it is, whenever I go in there, it's some sort of event, and it gives me a lot of points, so that's fine. Oh, nice, I made it all the way up the ramp enough times. And I'm spelling out wizard. I think those are the main objectives. There might be others, but like I said, yeah, 9 for 9 million, that's what it said on the right side. I don't know what it said on the left side, so the next time that pops up, I'll have to check. Yeah, I'm still learning. Also, the shoulder buttons on the Super Nintendo controller control the flippers, as well as left on the D-pad and the A button. Oh, I should have tilted. Yeah, total score. So you click through manually each time. And what I've been doing is just clicking through my final score really quickly too much, so I gotta be careful with that. Oh, it's too late this time. Okay. Freeze! It might say something different on the other two tables if you fall down early enough, but on the wizard one it definitely says, well, we just saw it, it says freeze. Okay. One letter left. Are you serious, man?
Get ready.
It's frustrating when you have a bad pinball game right after having a better one. It's so demoralizing because you think, I'm so much better than this, what happened? But, until I continue to learn and practice more strategies and actually, oh, of course, and actually get better at it, I think a lot of luck is involved in pinball. Okay, there we go, there's my final score.
Try again?
Unless there's a whole lot of strategy that I still know nothing about and haven't figured out. And also, maybe some tables are just better than others. Alright, do I want to do Blackbeard and... I'm going to do Blackbeard and Iron Man. How long do I want this video to go? I can play a couple more games. I'll do one more of Blackbeard and Iron Man, and then I'll do one more of Wizard. And then I might do one more of Joker as well. Who knows? You'd think it'd be a lot easier to get it right on the nose every time. Oh, man, it just shoots down the middle at like 1,000,000 miles an hour, and there's nothing I can do to stop it. I didn't even get up to 1,000,000 points yet. I honestly don't know if it's just me. This might be the hardest of the three tables. At least I got the skill shot. I didn't know that would pop up, so I didn't have time to read what it says on the left. Oh my gosh. That one was my fault, but again, I didn't think it was going to roll down that quickly. I guess this is my least favorite table of the three, because I'm bad at it. And my favorite, I think, is Wizard. Gold. Alright, just 4 letters, though. So at least you have the fewest letters to spell out. There's gold on this one, that's 4 letters. Joker on the Jolly Joker one, that's 5 letters. And then Wizard on the Wizard one, that's 6 letters. That's cool. They were able to make it a even 4, 5, and 6 letters for a little bit of difficulty curve, and they were able to keep it all thematic. I like that. Oh, I lost one of the balls already. Blackbeard's Treasure House. Over 500,000. Nice. One of the reasons I like pinball video games so much is because there are sometimes I want a game, but I don't want to really put in much mental effort. Like, I've been putting in mental effort all day and playing an adventure game or a platform game or something where it's a long game and you have to save your progress or put in a lot of effort. I just don't feel like playing. That feels like an extra chore or extra work. So sometimes I just want to blow off some steam and just pick up and play a game. And pinball games are amazing for that. Other arcade games are too, but a lot of arcade games are quite difficult, and that's fine for games being difficult, but I'm not a super high-skilled gamer, so arcade games are fun to play in shorter spurts for me. Shoot Iron Men? Where are they? Well, how about that? I lost both of them right there. Okay. I don't know what I want. I did it. I glossed over my game over score again. That's fine. It's not a big deal. Let's do Jolly Joker one more time. Just because of... This one, I think, is the creepiest of the three.
Get ready.
Mystery. 200,000 points. I'll take it. And the ball comes back out from a different location. I've gotten this mystery like 3 times in a row. They decided to give me 10,000 extra points. So it's something about doing a certain amount of laps around the outer slide. Jack in the Box. I think it randomly selects it for me. 10 million points. I'll take that. Nice. Mystery. 250,000. Alright, the point value is slowly going up for that one. Oh, what is it going to give me now? Oh, you can get an extra ball this way. If you get really lucky, it'll select... What's million pops? Oh, those things are giving me tons of points. Those bumpers up there, or whatever those are called. There we go. I was able to stop the ball. Mystery. Oh! Wow, it's a lot more valuable now. No. Oh, I thought I was going to lose the ball. That was very close. Thought I was going to lose it there, too. Oh, I finally lost it. Okay, well, you know what? 23 million on my first ball is not that bad. There we go. Oh, the bumpers aren't giving me nearly as many points now. No! See, that's the big thing in pinball I haven't figured out how to do. What to do when the ball is just heading down the middle. I think you have to catch it early enough and tilt. Without activating the... Okay, I guess it'll say freeze on all the tables. But you have to tilt without activating the table's anti-cheat. That, like, just freezes up the table and doesn't let the flippers work.
Wanna try again?
Alright, I'm gonna play one last time. I'm gonna play Wizard. And then I'll be done. Alright, hopefully I don't lose real quickly. Hopefully I can have an actual good, long, satisfying pinball game to finish this video. Why did we go back up?
Get ready.
What happened? Wait! What just happened? Did you see that? No. No. Reset. It just started the game and it automatically took away one of my balls. And I don't know how that happened because I didn't even launch a ball. And if I did, it would have said, it would have given me a little time to be able to reshoot. So I don't know what that was about. Oh, that was really bad. But that's one of the good things about old consoles. Oh, come on. No! 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 That's no fair. I'm resetting again. That's no fair. I'm resetting again. I'm not gonna get... I'm not gonna let things like that... I'm sorry. I'm trying to keep this very, very family friendly. I'm not going to let unfair things like that cause me to have a worse playthrough. Alright, and the third time's a charm. We got this. I'm going to start with a better skill shot. There we go. So I guess on your first ball it's 1 million. On your second ball it's 2 million. And on your third ball it's 3 million. Nice. On one of my first playthroughs... Oh my goodness, are you serious? On one of my first playthroughs, I think on the Joker table, the very first time I played this game, I got the ball, I think, eternally stuck up in the top bumpers because it kept doing the exact same rhythm over and over again. And I was kind of joking that I could make a beat out of it. but I got tired of it being up there, so I started tilting to get it out. What I should have done is left it up there first to see if it truly would stay up forever, and two, I should have racked up a high score and seen if it would keep going forever and what happens if the score maxes out. So I'm actually kind of frustrated I didn't do that. But not as frustrated as I am right now. I just am not having a good game. Wow, I completely skipped the skill shot even. I'm gonna play this one more time. I'm too frustrated and I'm too stubborn. You know what? Yeah, I'm just gonna let it go down because we're gonna play this one more time. One last time and then we'll finally be done. This game will eventually come back on my channel. It might be a little while, but it will eventually come back. I've got to get through other pinball games first. For the PS1 Pro pinball games, I'm going to put all of them on a single video. I'll need to come up with interesting things to talk about during the comically long load times. What? No! Unfair things keep happening. It turned off literally like the frame before my ball hit the barrier. I refuse to let unfair things be the reason I have a bad pinball game. Okay? That's not happening. Especially with how easy you can reset old consoles. I'm trying to set a good example of how to deal with frustration with video games, because many people will say, it's just a game, but I'm like, no, you get invested in this. You're putting in time, effort, and energy. You want to do a good job. And when you get bad luck, it's just really frustrating. That's understandable. So you have to understand that you're going to deal with things like that. I get legitimately frustrated when I get party wiped in Final Fantasy for the NES. I get legitimately frustrated anytime I game over. But you've got to be able to handle it well. And that's one thing I always try to do. It's okay to have interjections. It's okay to react negatively. Well, I shouldn't say react negatively. It's okay to express your frustrations. You just need to do it in healthy ways. So I try to demonstrate that on this channel. I don't want to just completely hide getting frustrated at frustrating moments like that. At least I got a few million.
Get ready.
Okay. Here we go. Let's try to get this skill shot. Nice. That's always at least a little bit satisfying. The ball gets kind of hidden near... Are you serious? It just flew down the middle at lightning speed.
Get ready.
Yeah, I definitely need to get good at tilting. I don't know if I was even going to lose the ball there, but I was kind of worried I would, so I just tilted. But yeah, one strategy that I've been taught is to stop the ball on the flipper, but I don't think you can do that very easily in this game, because when the ball rolls down, like if it goes back there and it rolls down full speed, it'll always roll over the flipper. Oh, that time it actually would have worked. always feel like I'm playing with fire here. The ball has gone very scarily close to the middle so many times. At some point, I'll try Pinball Quest for the NES. That one, because that's got the RPG mode, which it's more just like adventure mode. But I've played that one a few times, and it's very interesting. I also have it. I have a real copy, but I also have it on an emulator. So I have a save state, several screens up.
Wanna try again?
So that'll be an interesting one. But yeah, this is Super Pinball Behind the Mask. If you don't push any, I've been mashing the start button every time it's on this screen, but if you don't push anything, it will load up a demo. One of the 3 tables. Here it's loading up Blackbeard and Iron Man. And there you see credits as well. But sometimes it'll randomly load up one of the other tables as well. Thank you for watching. Just some pinball and chill and some rambling. I'm going to have some more. Ooh, let's watch this demo. There's a little more of the demo. But I'll have more pinball content from time to time. But I'm pretty sure my next video is going to be the Final Fantasy NES video, which I've loved playing through this game again, but I am excited for it. I'm ready for it to be over. So yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching and have a good rest of your day.